It would have been an unlikely in the least to expect two teams which are in the bottom half to continue to be in contention for the top two at the early stage of the RAMCO Kerala Premier League 2021. But that has been the nature of this league season, that it is what is at stake, and 5th place Kerala Blasters take on 6th place Kovalam Football Club at the Maharajas College ground this evening in a bid to keep their hopes alive. My name is Sohan Pundar and I will be describing action from Ernakulam. This is the Kerala Blasters lineup, and Kerala Blasters allowed resurgence in their loss to Kerala United in their last encounter, and their defence will finally tink to the pressure applied, and so Aditra Das comes in for his second Kerala League this season and goes straight into the back three. That allows Roshan Giri to sit in midfield and control things. The other change is up front with misfiring Adnan Ahmed left out for Anil Gaukar, a player who should have come in sooner in the previous game. Could be argued he starts right from the off this evening. And many words have been used to describe the ways Thomas Powell, purist and pragmatist among them, but the Kerala Premier League has been tough to navigate even for the most experienced of head coaches. And so Srikutan gets his start tonight. He cut a frustrated figure on the bench in the last game, but given his ability to create and finish, he will be Kerala Blasters' biggest threat. Over to the away side, Kovalam Football Club makes 3 changes to the lineup that started in that loss against Don Bosco Football Academy, as Ajit Raju starts in goal as usual, as Ebin Rose's formation mirroring that of Pavel. It's a creative midfield with Umar Kasim and Abin already showing how well they can combine, and up front is the other change with Sajin leading the line in place of Jitu, who drops to the bench. The final third is full of pass masters and they all love keeping possession, but all of that needs to be converted. The finishing has been floundering and Ajmal will want to change that. Nevin Rose, the head coach, has injected grit into Kovalam Football Club, and his experience at setting teams up defensively has been tested. While they have been tightened a little bit, he will know that the both ends of the pitch need quality to survive in the league season. And 1 goal this season for Abin in a team that always has a scorer in the top 5 list. Not this season though, that's not the priority at all. It is the points they need. Goals can come from everywhere. And Benston and Nandakrishna can add that extra creativity for Evan Rose. Both of them are on the bench. And the other match officials, referee for today's game is Fahad Yusuf, and he is going to be supported by Sanjay ES and Abu Tahir. The fourth official for today's game is Mr. Alok Brito, and the match commissioner Mr. Parameshwaran. And both the teams walking out. Kovalam and Kerala Blasters have collected no points from the last 3 matches. Their wait for a goal on average minutes has crossed the 90-minute mark, despite having the likes of Srikutan, Sukhan Mitei and Umar Kasim, all able attackers, unable to find the net. Even the set pieces aren't going in despite the height available, and they can come up against a side known for their attacking football. And Kerala Blasters' ethos is to score as many as possible to get their fans off the seats like they almost always have, and they will need to stick to those ethos and start converting from good positions, good chances to goals, and goals into points. Abin and Kasim will be the creator-in-chief once again for the team in yellow. For Kovalam Football Club, it is a familiar task up front to score, but given their legacy, they are in an unfamiliar patch of form, and to think the talent available on the pitch this evening has found it difficult to find the back of the net, with exactly the kind of trend that has made the ups and downs of this season so fascinating and so difficult to navigate. Teams are now lining up for the team photograph. The captain for Kerala Blasters this evening is Sukhan Mitei, the player from Manipur, part of Kerala Blasters under 15 side, and also represented India at the sub-junior levels. He is the skipper of this Kerala Blasters side, and a win tonight for Kerala Blasters will take them above Don Bosco Football Academy and level on points with Don Bosco and Muthoot FA. Surely you may argue that they have played less games than those above Don Bosco, but like last night, we saw the teams above them are also beating each other on a regular basis. Srikutan is going to be very crucial. He's the one who impressed last season. Kerala Blasters managed a 4th place finish in Group B last time around. Srikutan netting a couple of goals during group games. One of them against this very particular side, that is Kovalam Football Club, and Kerala Blasters winning the game by 4-1 in the last meeting between these two teams way back on 13th April 2021, and Kerala Blasters winning it by a 4-1 margin with goals from Srikutan, Govindas, Surat Chetri and Asif. Talking about Kovalam, this is their 3rd game in fact, and the previous 2, both of them were a defeat. And the last game against Don Bosco, they lost by a slender margin, and the opening game on 9th Jan 2022, they lost against Muthoot FA by 3-1. Abin in the first half giving Kovalam the lead, which was cancelled out by Piyush on the 53rd minute mark. And Sinthamil and Thomas is scoring a couple of goals within 3 minutes to register Muthoot AFS victory. And in Group B, it is Kerala State Electricity, a board which is leading with 7 points from 3 matches, followed by Kerala United with equal number of matches being played and with equal number of points, just adrift by goal margin. And we are all set here with match number 17 in the RAMCO Kerala Premier League 2021 at the Maharajas College Ground in Ernakulam. It's a wonderful venue, as you can see the overhead metro track beyond the floodlight, making this stadium very, very intimate and with buildings around. So fascinating venue. Kerala Blasters, their second game of this season's campaign. The senior team, of course, doing wonderful in the Hero Indian Super League, among the top 4. And off we go here at the Maharajas College Ground in Ernakulam. And so we can talk about all the troubles in front of goal for both these two teams, but the captivating numbers that make up this rivalry say that no other Kerala Premier League matchup has seen more goals have been scored. And in this particular encounter, they beat each other the most, lose against each other the most, and they have scored against each other the most as well. It seems that when it comes to them, tactical boards and straight lines of chalk and woodwork colored in bright white and corner flags, everything is just an illusion. Everything melts. So we welcome you to Kerala Blasters against Kovalam Football Club. Two teams searching for yesteryear's pride, who have been living this season's ultimate paradox. So off we go, and another evening of now or never, another evening of do or die. Two teams know how to win, have to search for that key again to unlock their potential, even if it comes off late, and it might turn into something electric. The RAMCO Kerala Premier League, unpredictable as usual. Maharajas College Ground, the very particular college is a government college of higher education located in Kochi, established in the year 1875, and it is one of the oldest colleges in India, located in the heart of the city. And Ernakulam, of course, is the central portion of the city of Kochi in Kerala, lent its name to Ernakulam district and many major establishments including the Kerala High Court, the office of Kochi Municipal Corporation and the Cochin Shipyard are situated here, organizing his defense. And early on, there is a pressure. Kerala Blasters were winning a throw-in for themselves, and his jersey number 37, Anil Gaonkar, who played for Vasco Sports Club in the Goa Premier League, delivering it into the box. Chance might open up for a shot on the turn for Amal Jacob. He was denied space, and from behind, that ball lofted by Azhar and is cleared by Kovalam. And this could be a break for Kovalam Football Club. 3 blue shirts waiting inside the box, and the number 7 outside the area, that is Manoj. Just delaying a bit too much in delivering the ball inside the box. It trickles out for a throw-in. Sukham Mitei, the player from Manipur, as I have mentioned before, he represented India in the under 15 and under 16 level, and that's a poor pass, and chance opens up for Kerala Blasters, and Gaurav with the attempt from the edge of the penalty area, and has been blazed over. 25 years old Gaurav played for Sporting Club de Goa in the Goa Premier League. Couldn't apply the right technique to trouble Ajit Raju, who is between the sticks for Kovalam Football Club, a winner of the Kerala State Championship at the under 21 category. And there is a one-on-one chance for Kovalam. The goalkeeper Murshid just leaving his mark when he was supposed to, and narrowing down the space. They're just 17 years old. They're a Red Star Football Academy product. And now holding off a challenge for just number 66, Aditya Das of Kerala Blasters. Another Reliance Foundation youth sports product. His second season with Kerala Blasters, 18 years old. Amal Jacob was also part of Kerala Blasters' reserve side the previous season, and how this club providing platform to the youngsters. We saw Vijay being promoted from the reserve side to the senior side of Kerala Blasters, and he's playing in the Hero ISL this season. Kerala Blasters providing platform to the local talents of the state to showcase their talent and get promoted to the senior side. Chance for them to rub shoulders with the top Indian players in the top flight of Indian football, along with foreigners as well. And free kick for Kovalam Football Club. They finished at the bottom of Group B last season, losing all their 5 group games. It continues the same this season as well. Lost the opening 2 games. And if last season's 5 game counts, it's 7 consecutive losses in the RAMCO Kerala Premier League for Kovalam Football Club. They are in a bit of a slumber, but they got to pick themselves up and start stomping ahead. That's a handball committed by Sajin, replacing Nandu Krishna, who is on the bench. Nandu started the game against Don Bosco Football Academy on 15th Jan, before the RAMCO Kerala Premier League was halted due to the outbreak of COVID-19 and the Omicron cases. Here is Mitei. A loose ball falls for the number 99 is Mohammad Ayman. He's got a good turn of pace, checks back onto his right foot and trying to set up Mitei on the edge of the area. In comes the shot, straight to goalkeeper Ajit Raju. A decent move by Kerala Blasters, setting up absolutely perfectly with that precise touch was Sukham Mitei. Roshan Giri's attempt straight to the goalkeeper, and a 50-50 tussle won by the jersey number 45, the right full back of Kerala Blasters. That is Srikutan, 17 years old. A very able playmaker, equally good in his share of defensive duties. And a loose ball in midfield picked up by Kovalam. Manoj, the skipper, running into a defender. Kerala Blasters seizes it though near the halfway line with termination. They're piling bodies forward, the team in blue, and Manoj managed to draw a foul in his favour. And free kick for Kovalam Football Club. Last season they started their campaign with a 3-0 loss against Kerala United, followed by a 2-0 defeat into the hands of Golden Threads, lost by a solitary margin against Kerala State Electricity Board. Kerala State Electricity Board, of course, runners-up of the previous edition of RAMCO Kerala Premier League, losing to Gokulam Kerala in the final by 2-1 in their last group game. He rounds the goalkeeper, a one-on-one chance, and does the opening goal for Kovalam Football Club. That is jersey number 20, Stalin, opening the scoring within the first 9 minutes for the team in blue. And against the run of play, Kerala Blasters, they find themselves trailing by a goal here at the Maharajas College ground in Ernakulam. And this is how it all happened. An absolute defensive blunder, miscommunication at the back. And Kerala Blasters, they had to pay the price. And Stalin making no mistake in rounding Murshid and drilling the ball into the back of the net. And you can see the metro passing by. Fantastic scenes here. A lovely skillful play, rolling it down the line for number 99, Ayman, towards the left edge of the penalty area. He caught up in two minds, eventually going for that switch on the far side. And the run did came in from Srikutan. The ball just lacked in direction. Brought it down brilliantly. Lovely give and goes. Chance for Ivan. A tame right footer. Straight into the grasp of the goalkeeper, Ajit Raju. This is how it all happened. Brought it down brilliantly. Lovely give and go by Gaurav. And Ayman's attempt straight to the goalkeeper. Couldn't generate power on the shot or couldn't direct it. He should have placed it. Instead, he lashed at it. It couldn't get the right connection. No power on that shot as well. Not troubling Ajit Raju at all. An early chance converted by Kovalam Football Club. Kerala Blasters a couple of shies on goal from 20 yards out. They haven't been fruitful so far. Midfield battle won by Kovalam. Another overhead ball. This time the defender Aditya Das, he's got the advantage over Manoj, keeping his composure brilliantly. And Amal Jacobs' clearance not very far. A long range try. He got trickle out for a Kerala Blasters goal kick. The Yellow Army trailing by a goal. Just 11 minutes on the clock. They failed to weather the storm in the opening exchanges. It's turning out to be a torturous opening frame for the team in yellow and blue. And now Kovalam predominantly using the left channel, trying to exploit the flanks. It is simply due to the fact Kerala Blasters are playing three at the back. The wingers, the likes of Gaurav and Sukham Mitay, and not tracking back to shore up the defense, which is why they are leaving a lot of spaces down the flanks. The defenders had to drift out wide to plug the gap, which is also opening up spaces down the middle, and that is exactly how that goal was scored by Kovalam. Another miscommunication, one more chance, it's not cleared, but somehow manages to deal with that. It's still alive in the box, and Manoj on the half volley. A deflection from the defender. He will be able to gather it up, attack the byline, kept in play. The referee says it has crossed the line. It's a goal kick for Kerala Blasters. A nervous start. And the seniors team is setting up examples in the Hero ISL this season. Is something for the reserve side to follow and to build on. The likes of Alvaro Vasquez and Luna proving to be a nightmare for the opposition. This campaign of Hero Indian Super League. Jagre Diaz, the Argentine striker, who was very much successful in Malaysia, playing for Johor Darul Tazim, also lifted the AFC Cup. Very prolific so far in the Hero Indian Super League. That was a Kovalam manager, Ebin Rose, slightly animated. Kerala Inter University win a couple of times, 2016 and 2017. Player come coach. Also the Vision India Championship winner way back in 2011 with Trivandrum. Before this, Kerala Blasters will have to contend with this attack. You can see that miscommunication once again between Amal Jacob and Murshid, and almost getting in there was Ajmal of Kovalam Football Club. The reverse ball from Sajin right across the face of the goal, and Stalin was approaching. Somehow had to redeem himself by conceding a corner. Sublime start to the game by the team in blue. Manoj with the corner. This time it's aimless. It's picked up on the left edge of the area by the number 11. But he commits a foul. That is Steven. Manoj played in the Hero Elite League and also in the Senior District Championship last season. He's got a lot of flair, a lot of tricks up his sleeves. And there is Thomas Pavel, ex-reserve assistant coach of Kerala Blasters in the Hero ISL. He was also part of Mohan Bagan's coaching unit during the I-League season 2019. And he worked under Kibo Vicuna. Kibo Vicuna was in charge of Kerala Blasters last season in the ISL. But due to unsatisfactory performance, he was sacked. But his assistant continues to be part of this particular Kerala Blasters team. And he's been demoted as a head coach of Kerala Blasters reserve side. And free kick from the right hand side for Kovalam Football Club. And in set piece duties is the number 7 Manoj, the skipper of the side. Manoj delivers towards the back post. In comes the header and it's 2-0 for Kovalam Football Club. Absolutely geometric perfection. A scintillating delivery into the box and an unmarked header. And it's 2-0 for Kovalam Football Club within the first quarter of the game. And look at that, an absolute teasing delivery. A great leap. And it's 2-0 for the visitors here at the Maharajas College ground. And Kerala Blasters rattled. They are down in the dump. Lost 3-0 against Kerala United in their last game. And 2-0 already against Kovalam Football Club within the first 16 minutes. They got to try and muster up something on the other end of the pitch. Their defense looking very porous for the time being. Great composure there shown by Samson. And he hacks it long. Stalin gives chase. Sajin is interested as well. Murshid. In this particular city of Ernakulam initially was the headquarter of Ernakulam district, but was later shifted to Kakanad, eastern region in Kochi. And Ernakulam was once the capital of the kingdom of Cochin, and it is located 220 kilometers northwest of the state capital Thiruvananthapuram. The climate, since the region lies in the southwestern coastal state of Kerala, the climate is tropical. And here they come again. Kovalam, had he beaten the offside trap? Not really. Forgiving weather here in Ernakulam, and the summer lasts from March to May and is followed by the southwest monsoon from June to September, and October and November form the post-monsoon or retreating monsoon season. Winter from December through Feb is slightly cooler and windy due to winds from the Western Ghat. Beautiful setup here, getting enough on the ball in the end. Quickly grabbing it, Ajit Raju, who's not been troubled so far, just had to collect that shot from Ayman, who looked slightly lively for Kerala Blasters from the left wing. Here is Mitay. Ball from deep, looking for Ayman, getting enough on it to direct it towards his goalkeeper was Anthony Raju, represented Trivandrum in the Senior District Championship, 25 years age. Runners up in the All India University Games 2015. Not the kind of start Thomas Powell must have wanted. A very quick start will settle their nerves. Kovalam, they are looking like a much settled unit in this game so far. It's going to be a mammoth task for Kerala Blasters uh, to mount a comeback in this game. They at least need to pull one back in the first half to stand a chance in the second, and at the same time also got to make sure that they do not concede any further. They are a bit shaky at the back, which is why it resulted into those two goals. A poor man marking as well. That free kick delivery from Manoj was headed in. Mix up at the back resulting into the opening goal. Number 16, Azhar, with a misplaced pass, and this time intercepted by Amal Jacob around the halfway area. Tried to turn and pass Ryman. He was covered well by Samson. Manoj wide on the far right, and he is confronted by Aditya Das. Aditya Das winning the individual battle against the right winger. Look how high Kovalam Football Club are pressing, forcing Kerala Blasters defenders to commit a mistake. Throw in for Kovalam. The Kovalam Football Club is an Indian professional football club based in the Kovalam neighborhood of Thiruvananthapuram district in Kerala, and they compete in the Kerala Premier League. The club was founded in 2009 by Ebin Rose, the head coach, a former Santosh Trophy player for Kerala, and PJ Matthew, an ex-army personnel and footballer. The club holds the unique distinction of being the first team from Kerala playing under 15 Hero I League. They first participated in 2018-19 season's Kerala Premier League, and since then they are an integral part of Kerala Premier League. It is also the first club from the state to have its own football-specific stadium and residential academy as well. Kovalam has its own football stadium behind the MV, a higher secondary school at Adumanur. Sets up Mitei near the central circle, but the ball is lost, and an attack from the right hand side, a low ball in and away by Amal Jacob. What a start for this man as well. The number 20 of Kovalam Football Club, Stalin. Goal against the Kerala Blasters. That will catch eye of the scouts. Oh, that an ambitious attempt by the number 66, Aditya Das, the left full back, trotting up into the opposition's area and trying his luck from distance. That was almost 35 yards out. The only goal scorer for Kovalam Football Club before this game was Abin. He scored in that 1-3 loss against Mutut FA and gave his side the lead, which was lost in the second half by Kovalam Football Club. They will look to right those wrongs in this particular encounter against Kerala Blasters, leading by 2-0 in a commanding situation already in this game. The Kerala Blasters, they are the champions of Kerala Premier League 2019. Last season was slightly disappointing. They managed to collect 5 points, 7 points, pardon me, from 5 matches, 2 wins, 1 draw and 2 losses. One more chance for Kovalam, headed back across goal, is off target. That was a super ball, punted into the penalty area. The header was not on target. That was Stalin, the number 20, on the end of it once more. And Kerala Blasters, they are struggling to create many opportunities. And their defensive resistance being broken early. The errors started to creep in for Kerala Blasters. Stalin just pouncing on it to trouble the score line. The Kerala Blasters Academy are the reserve team and youth academy system of Kochi-based Indian Super League club Kerala Blasters. The reserve team of the Blasters competed in the I-League second division. Then second division of Indian football, currently in the Kerala Premier League, the top division of Kerala football. The youth system consists of 3 teams, the under 18, under 15 and under 13 age groups that competes in the elite league, the top tier league of youth football system in India. And now they have a corner kick for themselves, Kerala Blasters. 3 yellow shirts inside the 6-yard box, and Amal Jacob is the 4th one at the back post. They are planning something off the training pitch, and a Kovalam player is down. The referee will have to clear that melee. And Aditya Das in corner duties. And the left full back who hails from West Bengal, Kolkata. And can Kerala Blasters fight back? The corner comes in, keeper fumbles, an empty net. It's right in front of Roshan Giri, who couldn't turn it home from close range. The goalkeeper recovers in second time of asking. But what a glorious chance that was for Kerala Blasters. And Azhar with the ball over the top, nicely headed away. A bit of a hasty clearance from Kovalam, and they concedes another throw-in. Trying to fight back. Kerala Blasters, who are driven backwards and knocked out of their strides by Kovalam Football Club's positive play. A bit of a jittery start for Kerala Blasters. The throw-in whipped in, and the defender was deceived by the bounce, but the header from Sekutan not good enough to test the goalkeeper Ajit Raju. Nicely tracked that pass, and now pressure applied by Sajin, and almost getting in was Ajmal. Very lucky on this occasion, Kerala Blasters. Continues to be part of Kerala Blasters reserve side is Amal Jacob. Manoj is applying pressure onto Aditro, and Manoj wins it on a sliding challenge. It timed it to perfection is the number 5 Tejash Krishna, who played for Lucas Soccer Club at 20 years old. Another game going on at the EMS Corporation Stadium in Ernakulam. And you can also send your super chat questions on a YouTube platform, which will be answered by our expert panel. Sportscast India, the home of Kerala football, Kerala Premier League, live in exclusive only on the YouTube channel of Sportscast India. And a long range try, that was a grounder by Umar Kasim, who played for Customs and also part of Kerala's Santosh Trophy squad. Santosh Trophy, which was supposed to be played from 20th February in Manjeri, has been postponed due to the COVID-19 outbreak. The new dates will be announced soon by the All India Football Federation. Cutting inside onto his left foot is a great ball in, and the goalkeeper beaten. He is asking for offside, but the goal will stand. Beautifully beating the offside trap, ghosted himself into acres of space and netting it in. And that is Steven tripling the lead for Kovalam Football Club. And they are having a field day here. Oh, what a sensational ball that is from Stalin. Cutting in to his right onto his favorite left foot. Look at that, a pinpoint cross delivered inside the box and a diving header beating Kerala Blasters goalkeeper Murshid, and they are 3-0 up. There's a confirmation of the goal scorer, the scorer of the third goal, Steven. And absolutely in 6s and 7s, the back line of Kerala Blasters, they're struggling to deal with aerial crosses. And also getting caught flat-footed whenever there is a ball played from behind, completely slicing the defenders. They just got to try and kill the space between the lines. Every time Kovalam going forward, they are in collective numbers with plenty of blue shirts in and around the penalty area for options. He looks up once, another reverse ball, just too much on it. It's going to be goal kick for Kerala Blasters. And look at that finish. Stalin's inch perfect cross. A beautiful header from Steven. The keeper got his hand to it but couldn't keep it out. And look at the celebration as well. Pushpa style. The celebration has been very famous recently. I even saw the players playing in the UEFA Champions League doing this particular celebration after scoring a goal. It's been very popular across the globe. Kovalam once again forcing the issue. Do they have an answer, Kerala Blasters? And now on his bike down the right hand side is Stalin. This time it's been cleared by the defender, the number 5 Tejas Krishna, who has shifted his side and now playing on the left wing as a left full back. And Aritra Das has gone to the right, causing a lot of problems for Kerala Blasters. Stalin with his pace, cross sent in early into the top netting. Very luckily that ball was dipping towards the end. Thankfully not on target for Murshid. And Tejas Krishna is down. Seems like cramped up. 33 minutes on the clock here at the Maharajas College ground in Ernakulam. By 3-0 against Kovalam Football Club. This is going to be their first victory in 8 attempts in the RAMCO Kerala Premier League. in 1.5 season. As I have mentioned before, Kovalam Football Club, they lost all the 5 group games last campaign. Referee has indicated for water break and instructions from the technical bench for the players. They made a sublime start to the first half, Kovalam Football Club. And an early change is Adil Abdullah, the 18 years old forward, will be coming on. An early change made by Thomas Powell and Adil Abdullah. Let's see how this change works for Kerala Blasters. A tall centre forward with slender physique, but he is fast. And now getting on the ball down the right hand side, he's got good turn off pace. Flashes it right across the face of the goal. That was a shot more than a cross. And Adil replacing Tejas. Look at that. A couple of Kerala Blasters players were waiting on the far post, but that shot had too much power, and that was Gaurav showing a good turn of pace to Ali. Another left-footed attempt. Whistle has gone against Ayman. Interestingly, Tejas Krishna, he made way for a striker, Adil Abdullah, which means Azhar is going to track back and switch into right full back's position and will play as a right-sided centre back. Another ball over the top. This time at the right place at the right time was Aditra. Roshan Giri. Back to Aditra Das. Scanning the environment. Another lofted ball for Ayman, who gives chase. He's got the pace and power. The number 99. And committing a foul and giving away a free kick in a harmless area to Kovalam Football Club, deep inside their own half. That was a challenge coming from behind, trying to win the ball. A full-blooded challenge on the number 27 of Kovalam Football Club. That is Ali K. Kovalam Football Club in complete control of this game. Kerala Blasters are broken, blind and brewed by Kovalam's fast football. The former champions down in the dump this time around. The rub of the green not going their way. Kerala State Electricity Board and Kerala United are the top 2 teams from Group A for the time being, and SAT Tirur leading the points tally in Group A. Kerala State Electricity Board is leading in Group B and SAT in Group A. And the Group A matches are being played at the EMS Corporation Stadium in Calicut. A couple of matches will also be played at the Thrissur Stadium on 27th and on 24th. And that is going to be 6 p.m. kickoff. And make sure you do not forget to tune in. Roshan Giri, looking for options, gets one in the form of Azhar. And Ayman looking for the 1-2, not successfully completing it. Beautifully read by Kovalam players. There's a number 10, Mitay. Mitay tried to arrow it towards Gaurav. The weight on that ball was not perfect. The first competitive game for the Kerala Blasters reserve side were being played against Ozone Football Club on 16th March 2018, in which they suffered a defeat, but they managed to become the table toppers of Group B by winning 7 games from 10 matches. And however, as per the rules, reserve teams of clubs were not eligible for advancing into the final round. Meanwhile, one more chance nearly broke free for Kovalam Football Club. On to it very quickly is Murshid. A couple of players from Red Star Football Academy playing for Kerala Blasters. Another player is Akhilesh AS, jersey number 30, who is on the bench. A midfielder. Now 5 minutes of regulation time left in this half. Here is Mitei. Can't win the header. Is Adil. Tried to recover. Kerala Blasters, they emerge with the ball, shifting it out wide for Srikutan. First time crossing and away by Anthony Raju. No nonsense clearance. And Sajin, he will give chase. Jacob is there to cover. No damage done. The Kerala Blasters reserves, they finished third in 2018-19's edition of KPL and reached the semi-finals, winning it in 2019 after defeating the reserve side of the arch rivals Gokulam Kerala in a penalty shootout. In the I-League second division, they finished the season in 5th place. In January 2021, the club appointed TG Purushottaman as their new head coach, replacing Ranjit TA and Shamil Chembakat. This was a chance, a bit of a half chance for Kerala Blasters. Nothing coming out from it. And now Stalin. A strong challenge coming in from Sukhan Mitei. An absolute captain's challenge. He's sitting deep, trying to provide that defensive cushion to the back line, who has gone into tatters so far. Playing a very compact football at Kovalam Football Club. And here is Sukham Mitei, the Indian sub-junior international. Not been productive so far in the first half, at least. He's trying to make things happen, but those deliveries in the final third are not finding its mark.
Come on!
Again, lack of communication. Both the players are not on the same wavelength. A lack of coordination on that free kick. Chance is wasted. Goal kick for Kovalam Football Club, and here is the player on your screen, Roshan Giri. 21 years old. Not been fruitful so far down that flank. Failed to provide any amenities so far. Nadal digs it out for Ayman. Ayman managed to get ahead of his man. Brings the ball under control, twisting and turning. He's fronted by Manoj. The cross is blocked and eventually he was double teamed. Throw in for Kerala Blasters. It's a corner kick in fact. So another chance for the team in yellow. They try and make the score line was respectable. They try and pull one back before going into the break. Mitei's delivery into the middle comes out to Roshan Giri for a shot. And now Jacob inside the box,
penalty!
not getting the right
Hey!
first touch. The referee says get up, and now a counter could be on for Kovalam. A misplaced pass from the right hand side. Srikothan plays it infield for Adil. Back to Srikothan. He has continued his run, crosses in the open. The goalkeeper spills it. That was Ajit Raju. A beautiful build up by Kerala Blasters down the right hand side. A quick exchange, completely unlocking Kovalam Football Club's left hand side. The goalkeeper bouncing onto that cross and collecting it in his second attempt. And after an initial fumble,
extra time
the game has been played at a decent tempo and a couple of minutes added on by Yalo Brito
okay.
and now Stanel. Couldn't manage to keep it in play. A throw in for Kerala Blasters. And Kovalam Football Club will want to see this half out without conceding. Omar Kasim. He is the playmaker of Kovalam Football Club. Played in the MG University football team a couple of years, 2019 and 2021. The manager Navin Rose spoke highly of Umar Kasim and how his role in the middle of the park is pivotal for his team, as he thinks the decision should have gone his team's way. The referee just not agreeing with his thoughts. Thomas, he will be disappointed and absolutely dejected on the bench. As you can see, he's up on his feet, barking out instructions. And a free kick conceded by Kovalam Football Club. And Aditra Das and Sukham Mitei, both of them looks like interested to take it. It's almost 35 yards out from goal. The last roll of the dice of the first half. Kerala Blasters, can they make this chance count? It was a beautiful teaser from Aditra Das, picked up by Gaurav. In comes the cross and out it goes via the clearance from jersey number 27 of Kovalam Football Club, that is Ali K. And referee blows the whistle, and that's half time at the Maharajas College ground in Ernakulam. It's Kerala Blasters 0, Kovalam Football Club 3. A first half brace from the jersey number 20 Stalin, and the third goal being scored by Steven, beautifully heading in Stalin's cross from the right hand side. And that is how the first half ended, and that's the score line: Kerala Blasters Football Club 0 and Kovalam Football Club 3. And they put on an exceptional show of attacking football, moving the ball around with higher intensity. Now we'll have a look at the first half stats. Kovalam Football Club clearly dominated this half. That's the stats: 52% of ball possession, 8 shots taken by both the teams in the first half, 4 of them on target. But the Kovalam Football Club have managed to score convert at least 3 of them into goals, which is something Kerala Blasters failed to do, and that has been the difference between the two teams in the first half. Make sure you don't go anywhere. We will come back shortly. Stay tuned.
ഒരാൾ പുതിയതായിട്ട് ഇറങ്ങിയിട്ടുണ്ട്.
And welcome back to the Maharajas College ground in Ernakulam. It is game number 17 in the RAMCO Kerala Premier League and a Group B clash between Kerala Blasters and Kovalam Football Club. And Kovalam leading by 3 goals to nil against Kerala Blasters with first half goals from Stalin and Steven. And we are underway with the second half. Kerala Blasters, the team in yellow and blue, will be operating from the left to right of your screen, and the team in white, who are on the lead at present, will be operating from the right to left. And now Kerala Blasters are straight away on the ball, building up from the back, using Aditya Das, who carrying it, and spreading it to the left.
Okay.
And the number 37 is chasing it. And that is Anil. A household name in Goan football circuit. Anil played in the Goa Pro League last season for Vasco. Vasco used to be a part of the mainstream Indian football at one point of time. They played in the National Football League multiple times. Not just Vasco, but also the Sporting Club de Goa, Dempo and Sogaoka. The Goan Giants withdrew their name from the Hero I League after introduction of the Hero ISL from 2014 season. And now there is only one team from Goa who plays in the mainstream of Indian football. That is the Churchill Brothers in the Hero I League, and FC Goa, a franchisee team who participates in the Hero ISL. That was the header from the number 11, Steven, the scorer of the third goal. He is showing a lot of desire in this game to go into scoring areas and do the damage. They are proving to be a thorn in the flesh for Kerala Blasters defense to deal with.
Come on.
The number 10, the ball taken away from him. He goes past the goalkeeper. It's an empty net. An excellent save from Jacob. A nice tracking back from Sukham Mitay, averting the danger. What a chance that was for Kovalam Football Club. The goalkeeper Murshid, he was one-on-one. Almost getting beaten as well. But what a vital touch from Amal Jacob. And now driving forward, a great ball into the path. A man waiting in the middle, and that is Ayman. The cross is not a very quality one. It's gone out of play, and that was Adil Abdullah with the cross. The only change so far in this game, Kovalam Football Club have not made any changes to their squad, to their side. They're playing 11 rather. In the second half it continues to be the same. They don't have any reason to do so. They are playing a very attractive kind of football. They're ticking all the boxes right so far. Here is Thomas Powell. He must be feeling the heat of being in charge of a team who plays for trophies, not for participation. They tasted success back in 2019, and they will want to relive the feeling once again this time around, with their senior team performing so well in the Hero ISL. 2 times runners-up as well, Kerala Blasters in the ISL, losing both the times in the final against ATK. They are of course now a merged side. with Mohan Bagan, the franchisee ATK Mohan Bagan, last season's runners-up, almost getting caught in possession. There was Jacob uh, trying to draw out Kovalam Football Club and use the spaces behind the defenders. That is what Kerala Blasters are looking for, and now they're hogging possession into a central region, finding Azar. Saw the run of Ayman. Crucial interception there. Sukham from the far left into the channel is making a run out wide. That was a brilliant decoy run, cutting into his left hand side, and now an open chance for Kerala Blasters. The first touch making his life very difficult. And Adil Abdullah, he has himself to blame for that. And that was a clear-cut chance for Kerala Blasters. And a fine delivery from the left hand side. And look at that, good weight on it. And the first touch was a decent one, but the second touch letting him down. And just when he was about to pull the trigger, the ball taken away from his feet by Ajit Raju. And the goalkeeper has hurt himself in the process as well. And now he's receiving treatment. 5 minutes into the second half. And the score line remains the same at 3-0 in favour of Kovalam Football Club. A win will take them to 3 points into 5th position. And above Kerala Blasters, they will be demoted to the 6th spot. It is going to be their second defeat on trot if the score line ends like this. They started this season on 21st Jan against Kerala United. And now Manoj winning the ball high up in the opposition's area. Kerala Blaster this time much better defending by the team in yellow. And the team in blue all over them. Manoj trying to buy a yard to cross it in. It was denied by Roshan Giri, who was alert to the danger. And now Jacob. Srikutan. Ivan.
Come on, good pass, man.
The ball into the path of Adan. The goalkeeper collects it without any hesitation. They are running the show at present. Kovalam Football Club, very comfortable looking side, surging with confidence. That is what Kovalam Football Club likes to do: score early and then tactically manage the game. Manoj winning the header second time into the middle for Stalin, who's chesting it down brilliantly. In full cry was the number 20, who scored a brace already. And the other goal scorer for Kovalam in this competition is Abin, the number 6, who is playing in the heart of midfield. Kerala Blasters yet to score in 1.5 games. Nihal and Srikutan was pretty much impressive for Kerala Blasters last campaign. Srikutan has been kept quiet so far. Real Malabar are leading the EMS Corporation Stadium by a solitary goal during half time. My co-commentator Joel Richard Williams is doing commentary on that particular game. Now Kerala Blasters stream out through Roshan Giri, who is accelerating from the left-hand side, finding its partner. Is being picked up, but a very loose pass and quickly intercepted by the number 3, Anthony Raju, whose clearance straight into the feet of Aritra. Aritra has got a man outside him in Roshan Giri. A lovely exchange. Now the gap opens up for the left hand side, but good standing challenge there. Winning the ball brilliantly. A great composure shown. Right technique applied. Just successfully dislodging him off the ball with one shoulder barge. Roshan Giri, he is down, injured. Some special instructions for Adil Abdullah from his head coach. It's asking him to stay in the hole while they are going forward. The Blasters, Gaurav, at the center of things once again. Ali was holding up play, leaning into a Kovalam, a football club defender. Referee has awarded free kick to Kerala Blasters. Just around the halfway area. And it's Sukham Mitei. Conditionally very aware. Another high ball into the penalty box. Jacob's header goes out. And goal kick for Kovalam Football Club. Kerala Blasters every time they come towards the final third, looking out of sorts, looking out of ideas. Is Ayman puts a break on his run, goes on the outside, and that outstretched boot from Aben. That's a clumsy challenge, will be booked, and we have the first booking of the game. Yes, Ayman brought down Ayman illegally. And that outstretched left foot. You have to bring him down. But there was a covering man in Samson who was coming across the pitch to stop the attack. That foul was a bit unnecessary, I think. And a free kick from a dangerous area for Kerala Blasters. And Sukham Mitei, the skipper, in charge of this set piece duty. Ball floated into the middle. A couple of defenders in blue went up for it. There was a foul committed. Free kick for Kovalam Football Club. And some respite for the team in blue. Ajit Raju has been untroubled so far in this game. An injury to a Kovalam, a footballer. He's getting treated. And the Kerala Blasters last season finished 4th in Group B. They started their campaign with a 3-1 loss, I think, against Kerala United that was played in 13th April 2021. And Nihal was the goal scorer, followed by a 1-1 draw against MA College on 27th March. Their first win It came on 4th April against Golden Threads, and Nihal scored the winner, followed by that big 4-1 win over Kovalam Football Club. And Kovalam are desperate to take revenge of that defeat, and they are leading by 3-0 here at the hour mark at the Maharajas College ground. The change is getting ready for Kovalam. It is number 21, defender Joy, who will be coming in, and Jitu. He played in the Hero Elite League. Jitu, a fresh pair of leg injected by Ebin Rose. Jitu will replace Anthony. Anthony Raju taken off by Ebin Rose. The defender will play no further part in this game. And he is getting agitated. Thomas Powell, the assistant referee, just trying to calm him. He was crossing the technical mark. Clearance, not getting a lot of distance on it, and Umar Kasim running out of space,
Play shot.
overrunning a bit.
Play shot.
Goal kick for Kerala Blasters, and now they will look to rebuild from here. Jacob,
Third man.
the second half they have managed to close the gaps in midfield. Now they will have to defend this long ball. Quickly reverting to a back four. Thomas Powell realizing that with three at the back, his team was in 6s and 7s in the first half, which is why he reverted to the back four system in the second half. And a corner here for Kovalam. They were looking for their fourth, and up goes the number 7 Manoj, the skipper.
Play shot.
The header just went over the bar, couldn't keep it underneath it.
Take off. Change call. Roshan, space there.
The Kerala Blasters youth system, known as the Kerala Blasters Football Club. Young Blasters currently consisting of 3 teams from 3 different age groups. The under 18, under 15 and under 13. They participate in the Elite League, which is the top division of youth football in India. And the under 15 participates in the Hero Junior League and the Junior Most team. The under 13 plays at the Hero Sub Junior League respectively. The under 15 side also participates in the Kerala under 15 Academy League, a residential regional youth league. The young talents from the under 18 team playing in the Elite League are promoted into the reserve team based on their performance, and that is the selection procedure in the Kerala Blasters. The team and the player who impresses in the Kerala Premier League usually picked up by the senior side for the ISL. And Bijay, the defender who's playing for Kerala Blasters, promoted from the reserve side in the ISL, is a prime example. Plenty of things to play for these players. With the games getting streamed live, it's been watched by football lovers across the country. Even the scouts, the clubs, are keeping an eye on these local leagues to scout talents. Sportscast India doing a remarkable job in providing
खेलना
that
चाहता है
platform, not just to the players but also to the clubs to watch them play live through their platform. Amal Jacob, Srikutan, shrugging off a challenge was the number 37 who was stripped from behind Anil. He was busting in field, trying to manage some space. Sukham Mitei, a bit of a recovery from Kerala Blasters in the second half in terms of keeping possession of the ball, seeing a lot more of it in the last 10-15 minutes. But still searching for that goal which they yearned for. A very good chance early on for Adil. He failed to convert it. That was a fine cross from the left hand side, sent in by Gaurav. Srikutan. He is a star performer for Kerala Blasters reserves. Jacob, a nice pass, flicked over the top into no man's land. And the Kovalam goalkeeper Ajit Raju will take it into his grasp. Ernakulam in Thrissur and Calicut, the three venues of the Kerala Premier League. Thrissur, of course, is the midpoint between the two cities. Thrissur recently hosted the Kerala Women's League matches. Those matches were also live on the YouTube platform of Sportscast India. Gokulam Kerala winning it quite comfortably. And now between the lines for Stalin, he thought about a shot, then picks out a pass. Here comes the low ball in by the number 10 Umar Kasim. Not the greatest of the deliveries. It crossed the line as well. And number 30 Alkesh, another Red Star Football Academy product, comes in. Thomas Powell just giving game time to his players, just testing them out in situations like this and how they react to the pressure and how they perform. Quick decision making under pressure is a hallmark of a good player. And almost giving away possession. There was Amal Jacob. Thankfully, the first touch from the number 11, Steven, was not satisfactory. But the ball retention has been a lot more quicker from Kovalam Football Club in this game. The ball poked inside for Stalin, but Aritra Das was covering him. He's been commanding the Kerala Blasters backline in the second half. Just grown into the game. Reliance Foundation Youth Academy product. The corner is high towards the far post. It's been moved away by Srikutan. And now Kerala Blasters. A chance to counter. Ayman. Roshan Giri. Roshan Giri's a heavy touch. Takes the ball out of play. The last season's the champions Gokulam Kerala losing their opening game by 2-0. of a surprise for their fans. The dominance of Kovalam Kerala continues in Indian football in both the men's and women's category. The winners of the Indian Women's League 2019, the winners of the RAMCO Kerala Premier League Men's 2019, lifted the Durand Cup in Kolkata the 2019 season, a big season for them, and the winners of the Hero I League 2020. They are going through a purple patch, Kovalam Kerala. Kovalam Football Club. They have a free kick for themselves from the right hand side. 30 yards from goal. It is going to be jersey number 31. Lining it up is Ajmal, Muhammad Ajmal. Kovalam Football Club in search of their fourth goal. Eyeball to eyeball with Murshid. Takes it is Ajmal. Nicely collected by Murshid. The shot didn't have much pace on it. The comfortable collection straight at the goalkeeper. Oh, nicely done there. Good drag back by Srikutan. Just went past Adil. Winning the header is Aritra. The ball falls for Ajmal. But now Kerala Blasters, they have it back. Good turnover possession. Cutting into his right. He's got players to his right and left. Is Adil. Just half a second too late in reacting to the second ball. And now they're carrying it into the opposition's half. Is Kovalam Football Club. They're just on the edge of the centre circle. And now Stalin for Manoj on the right hand side. Manoj takes on Giri. Here is the pullback. Cleared away by the defender before the number 15 could pounce. Kerala Blasters in a lot of space. And now a good turn of possession. This is looking promising for Kerala Blasters in the second half. A nice combination play. Srikutan making an underlapping run. Coming in field, adding another extra body in the middle. Two more changes from Kerala Blasters. It's going to be the number 23 Shenin from Lifa. The 18 years old lad. He will be coming in. And Kovalam is also getting a substitution ready. And that is going to be Akshay PM. Both the head coaches playing their cards. For Kerala Blasters at this point of time, it's all about giving game time to the players on the bench. They have got some good names in Adnan Ahmed, Muhammad Jassim, the number 18. Here comes Akshay. He will be replacing Umar Qasim, who was not eventful in this game. Umar Qasim. I was expecting this change a lot more quicker. And Akshay will replace him. A headed flick back on the edge of the area. A shot from distance is blocked by Manoj. Picking up the loose ball is Kerala Blasters. Back to the jersey number 37. He's got quick feet. Anil. A couple of players in blue. He's still down on the ground. The play stopped. Chance for the players to get hydrated as well. You can see the athletes on that synthetic turf just near the sidelines, warming up, training. The play is going to resume with this free kick. Santari Raju goes long, searching for Stalin. An excellent covering there by number 45 of Kerala Blasters. That is Srikutan. And a heavy touch from Adil. It's a disappointing one. Raju. Throw in towards nobody. The call came in early from Murshid. Aditya Das. Lost the ball. The number 15 Jitu failed to control it. They participated in the state championship. They represented Kerala. That's a good ball in by the number 30 Alkesh with his left foot using the outstep, but not a perfect weight on it. Ajit Raju was stepping in. Again the header. It's been won by a Kerala Blasters player. Jitin on the turn. That's a superb ball. Exploiting the left channel this time is the number 11. He's got a lot of time to pick out a good cross. Checks onto his right side, but the layoff is slightly behind. Just the number 15 of Kovalam Football Club, that is Jitu, who was waiting in the near the danger area. Now they can rectify their mistake. Raju's cross in has gone out of play. Down the line, Kerala Blasters not been able to produce something meaningful from this particular move. It was a wayward ball, no proper orientation. The players not in the same wavelength, especially the attackers near the final third, which is where their moves break down. Lack of decision making, lack of ball retention. Just a bit of a quality which is missing up top. The defense as well has been very leaky. Sherin. Alkesh gives chase. A strong play there by the Kovalam defenders. Kovalam winning the ball back. Stalin getting his foot in. Kerala Blasters working it to the left. He's got a man outside him and picks him out. Here's Gaurav. Gaurav takes it on, sends it into the central region, but cleared away quite comfortably by the stopper fullback of Kovalam Football Club. They are maintaining their composure, maintaining the discipline at the back, not getting rattled by moves. Ball chested down by Sherry, hangs it up. The ball drops over number 27 of Kovalam. Kerala Blasters towards the right edge of the penalty area. Srikutan goes on these outside, creates the yard. In comes the cross in. Kerala Blasters player did get his head onto it, but now looking to counter was the number 7 Manoj running out of space. Kerala Blasters picking up pace here. It is Gaurav brought down, free kick taken quickly from infield, and a shot blazed over the top. Kovalam Football Club who will take their time now. They have got 3 goals cushion. Time taking away for Kerala Blasters. Once again, here they come forward. Here is Stalin looking for his hat-trick. Murshid comes to the rescue for Kerala Blasters. Aritra Das, misplaced pass. The ball delivered inside the box is equally disappointing. Both the teams are releasing balls in a haste. Got to take their time. Try and sniff things out. A long chase there, but not managing to chase it down was Talent. Shedding, Swikutan just escaping that tackle. Swikutan again sets up a Kerala Blasters player in the centre circle. Alkesh is sliding it to the left to Roshan Giri. And that's a great run from Roshan Giri. He was brought down and free kick for Kerala Blasters. Man with the captain's armband has been eventful in the second half. Roshan Giri with his mazy runs, cutting inside from the left hand side of the pitch, looking threatening time and again. And Aritra Das will be taking this free kick for the Kerala Blasters. Aritra's delivery punted in and out it goes. And on the end of it was the number 20 Stalin. No way forward for Kovalam. And now the number 8 Beniston, who will come on. Swikutan. Beniston. He played for the Kerala University for the South Zone in the Inter-University Competition 2015 and also in the All India Inter-University Competition 2018. A striker, Beniston. A very attacking change made by Evan Rose. It's a clear indication that he wants more goals. Looking to improve the goal difference, which is -3. In the first 2 games, they managed to score just once and conceded 4 goals. Kerala Blasters, on the flip side, conceded 3 in their opening game against Kerala United. They are hungry for more goals. The Kovalam Football Club, and those 2 up top holding fort. The jersey number 15, Jitu. Manoj winning the ball very quickly. There's a fine ball over the top. It stops right in front of Manoj. He picks out number 31. Possession given away very cheaply. And apart from that one chance early on, right within the first minute of the second half, the Kovalam Football Club have failed to produce any. And Kerala Blasters getting onto their own is Ayman. Keeper comes out and collects it. Absolutely stupendous in defence, Samson, this evening for the Kovalam Football Club. Who played it out? A throw in for Kovalam. Yebin Rose. He will be a happy man. He will be smiling at the end of this game. After defeat in the opening two game, his team finally back to winning ways. It is going to be their first victory in 1.5 years. They lost all the game last season, failed to make into the semi-final rounds. According to the format of the KPL, 22 teams divided into two groups, and the top two teams from Group A and Group B is going to advance to the semi-final round, and the teams finishing and the bottom two will be relegated from each group. They'll have to participate in the inter-district championship, and the winners will qualify for Kerala Premier League qualifiers, and the winners will make their way into RAMCO Kerala Premier League. We've had 8 new corporate entries this season as well. That was a great run. A referee points to the spot and penalty for Kerala Blasters. He showed a great turn of pace, just joining towards the left corner of the area. Look at that, number 37. A wrong footing. Samson completely. He was stripped in the end. That is Anil, the Goanese lad. And penalty kick for Kerala Blasters. Chance for them to pull one back. Still 4 minutes of regulation time left. There's going to be a few minutes added on as well. And a couple of quick goals for the men in yellow will bring them back into this game. And the man who was brought down, in fact, is the one taking the kick. Anil takes a long run up. Anil goes for it and he bulges the net. And Kerala Blasters are pulling one back, and it's 3-1 on the 86th minute mark. Look at that, struck with a lot of venom. Keeper went the right way. The ball just squirming between his legs. A lot of power in that shot. And Anil reducing the margin for Kerala Blasters. That is going to be more of a consolation goal, and they deserved it, given the fact how they played in the second half. And now Jitu. This is looking good for Kovalam, and almost taking on the number 45, and the shot is being blocked by Kerala Blasters' Amal Jacob. And urging to release the ball quick, and Adil was slightly loose, and the man close on him wins it off him. Coming to the number 11, he will look to buy some time. Steven takes it towards the corner flag, manages to keep it in. Trying to run down the clock, Kovalam Football Club. And now he's down on the deck. Steven. Scorer of that wonderful goal from Stalins across Steven. The referee just asking him to get up. Just warning him one more time, you go down like that, you will be booked.
Jesse.
The referee just sensing play acting. And slightly under pressure is Kovalam defense. Tried to stop the ball. That was the number 18. And the Kovalam player is fouled. And now Mahesh Singh, the man who is with SC East Bengal in the Hero ISL this season. He was part of Kerala Blasters' reserve side last year in the Kerala Premier League. And he scored against Kerala State Electricity Board. That was a 4-1 defeat for Kerala Blasters on 17th April 2021. This is what I was talking about. The players performing well in the state league are promoted to the senior side. And now Mahesh this season has been loaned by Kerala Blasters to SC East Bengal, as the youngster was struggling to find game time for the Yellow Army. The likes of Luna and Abdul Sahal, they're having a very productive hero ISL, have been superb. They're struggling to make a cut in the starting 11 now in Mahesh. Who also had a decent season with SC East Bengal, scored a couple of goals and contributed to SC East Bengal's first win of the season against FC Goa at the GMC Stadium, Bambalin. SC East Bengal's only victory of this campaign. It's been a disappointing campaign for the Red and Gold Brigade. And like Kovalam, Kerala Blasters will also like to win the State League as well as the Hero India Super League in the same season. But in the grander scheme of things, that reality is far-fetched. We are into the added minutes then at the Maharajas College ground. We've had 4 goals this evening. The first half was a bit of one-way traffic, but the Kerala Blasters bounced back in the second. That's a good challenge from Ajmal, on the number 30 of Kerala Blasters. That is Akhilesh. Ajmal was closing in very tightly. And now Stephen. Stephen, he's fronted by Srikutan. No nonsense clearance by Alkesh. Throw in for Kovalam. They will take their time. They won't care if the score line ends like this. All that matters at the end of the day is those full 3 points. And corner kick for Kovalam. The number 18 of Kerala Blasters, too clever by half. That was Mohammed Jassim. Played for FC Kerala last season. 18 years old. They're now trying to buy some time. Kovalam almost had it back, but Alkesh couldn't maneuver himself out of the sticky situation. And now he's got quick feet, shot from distance by the number 30. It's gone wide of the second post. And that was Akshay PM of Kovalam. His shot not on target. Wasn't too far off from finding that bottom corner as well. Now the long searching ball. He's going to see it out. Oh, taken away illegally. That was a bit of a harsh challenge of the ball incident. His jersey pulled from behind. Turning his man, very cleverly done. He's got 2 men to aim at inside the box. Tried that flick back, didn't really come out. And that's the full-time whistle from today's referee. And Kovalam Football Club are the victorious side in the end. And after 1.5 years they have managed to register their first win in the RAMCO Kerala Premier League. With this 3 points, they will move to fifth spot in the points table in Group B. And Kerala Blasters, they will be demoted to the sixth spot. And that's the full-time scoreline at the Maharajas College ground in Ernakulam. It's Kerala Blasters Football Club 1 and Kovalam Football Club 3. Kerala Blasters, a bit of a recovery for them in terms of possession of the ball. They also managed to hurt the score line and pull one back. Both teams, even Stevens in terms of taking shots, even Stevens also in terms of the shots on target. Kovalam managing to win a couple of corners extra than Kerala Blasters, but the team in blue have been very much physical, especially in the second half. So thanks for joining us on the YouTube channel of Sportscast India. Hope you've enjoyed the live action from the Maharajas College ground in Ernakulam, and it ended 3-1 in favour of Kovalam Football Club. Goodbye for now.
ഞാൻ ഓഫ് ചെയ്തോട്ടാ.